Hey TCF family, join me in congratulating Laura for being October's Member of the Month.
Woo.
Laura, congrats.
Thanks.
Yeah, long time coming, right?
Not really. I feel like it's so soon.
No, no. But tell us a little bit about yourself. Just what do you want the people to know?
People, all the people.
Yeah.
We're gonna pretend there's no people.
Okay, there's no people. What do you want me to know?
Um, I'm amazing. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm Laura Quick,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm 41 years old.
Oh.
Yeah. Born and raised right here in Raleigh. Live right down the street. Live in the house I grew up in,
Mm.
right on Fanny Brown. And
That's about it.
that's about it. I'm very basic. I'm a nurse practitioner, cardiology nurse practitioner. I have one kid,
Uh-huh.
a little boy,
Yeah.
who I'm obsessed with. I have a problem.
Yeah. Well, so let's go back to you were born and raised right here. I mean, I think you're one of the few people.
There aren't many of us left.
Yeah.
Correct. None of this used to be here. I'm very happy about Costco being here, though. I will say that.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, right? Yeah, I think most people are like, "Oh, where are you from?" "Oh, California, New Jersey, and like all over the place."
Right here.
Yeah.
Right here in Raleigh, which it's not even Raleigh. It's grew up going to church in Fuquay, went to Garner High School.
Mhm.
So you used to be out in the middle of nowhere here.
Yeah, in between towns or whatever.
Mhm. Just
How much has it changed that you remember?
it's insane,
Mhm.
absolutely insane. I mean, none of these neighborhoods used to be here. Obviously, like not just here. The school
Mhm. Like
was
Banks.
not here. Banks Road Elementary, yeah, was not here. Nothing. There was nothing.
Mhm.
1010 and 401 up there used to have like an old corner like country store, and that's it. You have you had to go to Fuquay or to Garner to go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
I'm,
There's
I'm
no
telling my
Walmart.
age. I'm showing my age now.
Well, hey, I mean,
I've already
'cause-
told you I'm 41.
Well, I'm from here too, and I remember like when the McDonald's came in, and I remember when Walmart came in and things like that. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, there was only the Hardee's, and now the Hardee's is gone.
Yeah, the Hardee's isn't even here
Yeah.
anymore. It's crazy. And then so you're a nurse practitioner. Any crazy stories that you can tell us, or is that all confidential?
There's so many crazy stories.
Mhm.
How could you pick just one? I mean, lots of blood and guts and gore and all the really cool things
Yeah.
that that people in the medical field like. I would say some of the things that I find most hard to believe are some of the things that my current patients tell me, and sort of to tie it into like health and fitness.
Mm.
They're shocked when I inform them that the Taco Bell taco salad isn't actually a salad. And yeah, it's like very, very what you would think would be common knowledge. I'm always like,
like-
really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of eye
Oh,
opening.
yeah. You don't eat any salt because you don't salt your pizza. Okay, I gotcha. It's
Yeah.
something new every day.
Yeah. It's always learn something new. They are, and you are as well, right?
Yes, for sure.
And what do you want to be, or what do you want to be when you finally grow up?
I don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I feel like obviously, being a nurse practitioner, I feel like there's so many other things I could do than what I'm doing now,
Mm-hmm.
just because I'm sure we all know this, there's not enough focus on prevention. Right now, my job is to fix the problems. People come in, these are problems that, we just have to manage. Like, you can't really fix them. You can't make them go away.
Yeah, they're already here.
They have heart disease. They've had bypass surgeries or stents or, all of these things.
Mm.
And so we're throwing medicine at it, and we're making recommendations, and we're doing tests, and, you're doing all these things. And it's like, I don't want to get there personally. Part of the reason I'm here.
Right. Right.
And, I just feel like, maybe at some point transitioning into more of a
Almost preventative.
preventative, but like how to exactly do that, it can be very challenging because, it's not easy. And people have to want to change
Yeah.
and put in the work because, food is good.
Yeah, and it's hard not to not eat the Taco Bell pizza, or not Taco Bell pizza, Taco Bell salad, and the pizza or whatever, and actually eat the
Yeah.
real food or whatever.
Real food and staying active
Mhm.
and, you know, doing all these things. So,
Yeah, yeah. I mean that's cool though. Like there's so much focus on okay, I have the problem now. What's the solution to fix it instead of getting ahead of,
yeah.
hey, eat, live an active lifestyle, eat healthy, do
Yeah.
all the right things so that you don't even. Ideally, you're doing everything you can to prevent said problem
Yeah.
that could possibly happen down the road.
I see people every day. And I mean, my first job in healthcare was when I was 18 years old. I worked in a nursing home.
Mm.
So I've been in healthcare in some capacity for several years now. And it's like, I see so much of like what I don't want. You know, what did I say one time? Oh, I'd rather be the oldest person in the gym than the youngest person in the nursing home.
Right.
Because from, you know, seeing people not be able to get up and, you know, move their own body weight and,
Mhm.
you know, and, you know, walk and, you know, breathe, you
Yeah.
know, rolling around an oxygen tank or, you know, all these things. I'm like, hopefully I'm preventing that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you want to be functional for the long term and be able to do all the things. If as your son gets older, he wants to do things, you want to be able to go out there and do the stuff with him or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
that's one of the big things that got me here was it's a different perspective when you have a kid.
Mm.
Maybe you'll know one day.
Yeah, one day.
It's completely life changing. Obviously, I mean that's like an obvious given, but you just, for me personally, I looked at things completely differently from a perspective of like health, wellness. You know, when you're a teenager, when you're in your 20s and you're just out there living your best life, whatever, and you know it's like, oh well, you want to be skinny and look cute in whatever outfit and all this stuff, and I'm like, forget that. I'll probably never be skinny, and that's okay. I need to be strong. I need to be healthy. I need to be somebody that can model this behavior for my son,
Mhm.
for him to know, like, you want to be healthy, you want to stay active, you want to eat foods that are going to, you know, fuel your body appropriately and help you feel your best and, you know, live a long, healthy life, not, you know, the opposite.
Right. Right. Do everything to have the right ingredients to support that health and wellness for the long term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As he has gotten older, he's 6 now, and I'll tell you what, you boys are animals.
Mhm.
He's a wild animal, and he's exhausting. Like, it takes all the energy I've got, and somehow he's not even caffeinated. I don't know how it works.
Are you sure he hasn't been snuck some caffeine or whatever?
Maybe, but he just wakes up with so much energy, and it's like go, go, go until he like crashes at night. And like I have to stay active to keep up with him.
Yeah.
And you know, let's play soccer, let's do this and do the monkey bars, swing on this, Mom. And it wasn't until I came here
Yeah.
that
Well.
I realized how hard it is to even hang on the bar.
Oh yeah.
I've gotten a lot better at that, thank goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's always something that everyone's always kind of worried about is like hanging on the bar, doing pull-ups or whatever, right? And then
Who
they're
knew
like,
it
oh,
was so
my hands.
hard? It's
Mhm.
hard.
Yeah, and then so Davis was born on Christmas, right?
He was very, very special Christmas baby.
And then so how was like the having a baby on Christmas and now all the birthdays and Christmas blended together?
It was interesting. It's very like my husband Darren. He comes to the 12 o'clock. First of whoever knows him.
Mhm.
So his family, they are like huge Christmas people. So it was very fitting to have a kid on Christmas. It definitely has its challenges. The actual Christmas day when we're in the hospital, because I had a name picked out, and so he just thinks like he's gonna start Googling like Christmas baby names, and so
No.
he was like, we should change his name to Jasper. One of the wise men's name was Jasper, and I was like, I'm gonna kill you.
Mhm.
But thankfully we did not change the name. But it's, you know, in the beginning, he thinks it's the coolest thing ever to have a Christmas birthday. And as he's getting older, well, like one year I didn't get birthday presents from Santa on my birthday. which is in July.
Mhm.
Pretty understandable that Santa doesn't get you anything.
Well, Christmas is in
And-
July.
I mean, there is Christmas in July. We can start celebrating that.
Yeah, yeah.
But he was like, Mom, you're on the naughty list. Like, ooh, what'd you do? And I'm like, no, my birthday's in July. Santa doesn't get everybody, Christmas presents. So he's like, oh, okay. You're not going to get presents from Santa only at Christmas.
Mm.
And it just happens to be your birthday. But now he's like, well, I don't understand why people won't come to my house and like have a part. I want a party on my birthday.
That's gonna be a little hard.
It's going to be hard. Like, you're going to have to get older, and you're going to have some really good friends who really like you and want to give up their Christmas
Mhm.
to
Yeah, have a
come have a
birthday
party
party.
with you. But
Mhm.
as my job as his mother is to make sure he has a birthday. So I'm a little extra on the birthday because we do the party like usually the weekend before and have his friends and whatever. But then on Christmas Day, because I mean it's his birthday, and I mean he now like when he's like 1 or 2, he doesn't know the difference.
Right.
But he knows it's his birthday, so you can't just not celebrate the fact that it's his birthday even though it's Christmas. So there's a giant pile of birthday presents and birthday paper and then Christmas presents. And like part of the house is completely decorated. Like this past year it was Sonic, so like the whole dining room was completely Sonic'd out for birthday, and then there's Christmas. And I have spent more money than we're even going to talk about on balloons in the last 6 years. I'm just going to say
On
that.
balloons?
We'll leave it there. Yes, because like I don't know. I feel like we need all these decorations, and it has to be this huge celebration because I don't want them to feel like because you hear so much about people saying like, oh, well, my birthday's near Christmas, so I just don't
Celebrate it or whatever.
Yeah, like they don't get anything. So not with me.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't think that balloons would be the most expensive thing, but
You would be surprised.
really, just go to not the Party Shack, the
Party City.
Party City. Yeah, and just get
Yes.
some cheapo balloons, blow them up.
You got to get like a big 6. That's $10 or $15 right there just for the balloon.
Oh.
If and then helium costs, and then you got to order this whole
You need to open up a
thing
balloon business.
on Amazon.
Hey, I figured out a new thing. Instead of when you grow up, you need to being preventative, healthcare preventative,
Be a party planner.
party planner,
could.
balloons. You can make balloon animals.
Maybe not. I'm not very artistic at all.
maybe just stick with just the planning part or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But so you said your son kind of got you into working out more. Like you were consistent prior to him, but then like it's kind of encouraged you,
Forced.
encouraged you to be a little bit more active.
Yeah.
Right.
I would say I've worked out off and on my entire adult life.
Mm-hmm.
As a kid, teenager, whatever, not the most sporty at all. And I'm a sore loser.
Mm.
I'm competitive by nature, but I'm also like, it's to the point where if I'm not going to just absolutely kill it, I'm not doing it. I'm done. I'm out. I'm done.
Mm.
I don't want anything to do with it. So I'm a very sore loser. And that's okay with me.
Yeah.
Um,
How's that changed since coming into the CrossFit gym and doing all these different things that are always challenging in different ways?
I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I think it has helped me out because I come here knowing that I'm not competing.
Right.
I can't compete with these people. There are like amazing people here that
Amazing
are
people
like
here.
superhuman strong and like can do all these things, and I'm like, that's what I want to be when I grow up. I want to be like strong like all of these people and be able to like do a pull up and do all these things. Like I guess maybe that's what I want to be when I grow up.
There you go. Party planner and
Yeah.
strong woman.
There you go. But I am consistently coming in here and being competitive with myself.
Mm.
And, and I might complain sometimes, but I'm at least doing my best.
Right.
Which from day to day, some days are going to be better than others. And so some days might be, a PX day, and some days might be an FX day. And, some days I can't necessarily do the weights or, the calories or whatever. But for wherever I am that day, I'm always going to do my best.
Mm.
And I'm always going to try. And I mean, I can't even tell you the number of days that I've come in here and done things that 100%, you wouldn't have convinced me that I could have done it. But somehow you and Brandon and Mike and Zach, and Sherry and all of y'all, you somehow know the things that I can do. Or
Mhm.
maybe you don't and you're just convincing me that you think I can. And then I end up doing them.
Well, it's like that one time with the deadlift. It's like the bar's moving perfectly fine. You're like, oh, I can't lift anymore. I'm like, you didn't even like grunt or
But,
anything. You can easily lift more.
I don't know about that. But it felt like the bar was not moving at all. It
Yeah.
seems like time was standing still and it was slow motion. But yeah, like, but now I'm thinking, I think I'm going to be able to get 200 on my next deadlift.
Yeah.
So.
And just look
but
back
it's a
because like
constant-
you've been at the gym now since end of September last year,
Mhm.
right? So then it's like what's crazy is like look at the progress that you've made in that short amount of time, right?
It is crazy.
You're going from not even knowing what the deadlift was or maybe having a vague idea to now you're
Yeah.
like, hey, my goal now is to hit 200 pounds.
I can probably guarantee you I had never actually done a deadlift
Mhm.
until I came in here. And, you know, I had never, because again, in my workout travels, we did a competition because, again, my competitive nature.
Mhm.
There was a competition at work that a bunch of the girls were like, oh, this is what we're going to do. And I was just like, get ready. You're going down. I'm absolutely like, you're going down.
Mhm.
And so, and it was 8 weeks. And in the first week, I lost 8 pounds. And then I lost like 16 pounds and for the 8 weeks and everything. And they were just like, so I, you know, had always done more of like a running cardio type thing. I've done a couple like half marathons, that sort of thing. And then when I was doing that, I had found it was more of like a hit with some weights and some body weight and, you know, just sort of something different that I hadn't done before.
Mhm.
And that kept me interested for a little while. But then after, you know, and I kept it going after that 8 weeks, but it just wasn't, it was not something I could keep up with. It wasn't like something long term that I could do.
Right.
But I was, you know, sort of been off and on, but like I've been able to be really consistent here.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much every Monday, Wednesday, Friday,
Saturday.
and Saturday,
Mhm.
right? I see you in here, and then Wednesdays you come in twice a day
For
because you're
14
determined to make up whatever you didn't hit on Tuesday, Thursday.
Yes, I try to, you know, keep up with the progressions and, you know, with all of this, like I had never even, if I had touched a dumbbell that was heavier than 10 pounds, it was just to move it out of my way,
Right.
you know? And now, like on Wednesdays when I come for my personal training, some things I can do like a 40 or a 45 pound dumbbell. Like you would have never
Would have
convinced me.
ever thought.
Who would have ever thought?
Hmm.
Who knew?
Consistency.
Consistency.
Yeah. And so, do you think consistency was like your biggest challenge prior to coming into the TCF family?
Absolutely. And I still struggle with it, not from the workout perspective, because I think for me this is sustainable. It's something different. I'm not getting bored.
Mhm.
I enjoy it, even though at the time it seems terrible sometimes. After, you know, during the workout when you're actually doing
Right.
it, you're like, oh my
Right.
gosh.
When you're having to keep moving through the sucky
Yes.
part or whatever.
But within a few minutes, you recover and you're like, oh, that really wasn't so bad. So I mean, it's fun. It's something different. I can keep doing this,
Mhm.
but I cannot, for the life of me, get consistent with my diet.
No. Well, hey, I mean it's baby steps, or whatever, right? It's that marathon, not a
Very
sprint,
baby steps.
right? It just keeps making those small changes over time, and that consistency of those small changes. It's crazy. You'll look back a whole year, and it's crazy the big change that you've made in that year time frame.
I know, but food is so good.
Hey, and then I mean, like we talk about all the time, it's like that 80-20 rule, right? 80% of the time, do really good, do what you know you should be doing. 20% of the time, you can be a little bit more lenient on it. Don't go crazy during the
Yeah.
20%, but hey, you can maybe have that Taco Bell salad, I think we talked about, or whatever other thing.
And you know, at least I realize and recognize that's not actually a salad.
right. At least you know that's, even though it says salad in the name, it's not super healthy for you or
Not
whatever.
salad.
I mean, it's definitely not the worst thing you could be eating. There's a whole lot of other stuff at Taco Bell that's worse for you. But
Probably.
how did the struggle with consistency make you feel?
Very frustrated. And it's just kind of annoying because, like, you feel like you're doing the right things and you're either not getting the results or it's not sustainable or you get burnt out or, and so it's like a constant cycle of like trying to start over. So
Yeah, and then but once you join the TCF family, now you're a little bit, or at least on the fitness side of things, you're a lot more consistent, and you're able to stay consistent there. We're kind of still working on the nutrition front, but
working at it.
yeah, we'll keep working on it. Work in progress, right? But what's some what are some specific positive impacts that you've seen?
Obviously I'm much stronger than I ever have been. And a plus is my son says I'm strong, so that's
Hey.
nice. He's like, Mommy is strong, and I'm like, yes.
And then now you can carry him around all the time, right?
That was my main goal for coming here because my dear sweet husband says he's 6, he has legs, he needs to walk, why are you carrying him? And of course my baby is my baby and I'll carry him as long as I can. He's like, well, you're gonna hurt yourself, he's getting too big. Nope, he's supposed to grow, he's supposed to get bigger. I'm the problem. I just need to get stronger. I need to get stronger, obviously.
Yeah.
So I had looked at the TCF website no less than 10 times over years. And I was like, no, I can't do it. It's too hard. No, I don't think I could do that. No, I'm nervous. No, it's scary. It's intimidating. Walking in any gym, I don't.
Well, I mean, walking into a place you have no idea who any of the people are.
Yeah.
Especially.
Well, and you like see the CrossFit that you see like on TV and that sort of thing, and you're like, there's no way I can do that, but it's not actually what it is.
Right.
I mean, for some people it is, but for the vast majority of people here and at CrossFit gyms, they're not going to the games. So my endurance is a lot better. I don't hate the bike as much, so that's an improvement.
There we go.
I don't love it, but I don't hate it as much. I don't even hate burpees as much.
Wow.
I know, that's progress.
Yeah, look out, people. In Laura's workout, she said she wants burpees, so
Watch out.
Watch out for that.
Watch out. I said no bike in all caps.
No bike in all caps.
No
but then
jump rope, so you
but
don't
then
have to worry
burpees
about
are
that.
okay.
Burpees are tolerable, but yeah, it's I just feel better overall.
Yeah, and it's
Which
crazy,
is a plus.
like because that's just from movement, right? And then us being able to kind of push you in the right directions at the right times, and then you can see the progress and all that fun stuff. And then, like you mentioned, yeah, there's people in here challenging themselves, but no one's really caring about going to the games, doing anything crazy. They're trying to, hey, I want to get that 200-pound deadlift, or I want to get that first pull-up, or whatever. And then we're all here supporting each other to achieve whatever those goals are.
Exactly. There's so much like motivation and support, and everybody, is on a different level, and that's okay. Like, it's not like the people who are lifting heavier weights are faster. They're just as supportive of, little slow me who takes much longer than I'm supposed to run around these buildings. It's everybody is very motivational and very positive, and it's a great place.
Yeah. And so, what would you say to someone that's on the fence about joining? I know you mentioned like yourself, you were kind of like on the fence, and then just one day you finally bit the bullet.
Got to do something.
Showed up and then had a chat, right? But what would you say to someone that's maybe in the same shoes that you were?
I would say don't do what I did. Don't go to the website 10 times and think about it and then not do it and think about it, and just do it. Just do it, because I should have been here years ago. I should, because then I'm thinking, well, where could I be now? Like, look how far I've come, and it hasn't even been a year. If I, I should have done it sooner, and you're going to wish you'd have done it sooner.
Right.
Just
Like,
do it.
if you would have started at 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, or whatever, when you first looked at the website, then who knows?
Who knows?
You could be easily carrying Davis.
Very easy.
Very easily. You could be like a toothpick. Well, awesome. Anything else you want to add, Laura?
I don't think so.
No? Sweet. Well, thank you again for taking the time to come out and let the people know a little bit more about you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and congratulations for
I
being.
love it here.
Yeah, and congratulations for being October's Member of the Month.